What is going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jazz, just doing me, and today we are here. Yes, we have finally caught up. We have chapters 121 to 127 today. Did not think we made it, honestly. Just very quick appreciation. Thank you guys. I'll probably talk more about it at the end of the video as well once we get through all the chapters and catch up. But thank you guys. I know we had some copyright strikes. We had some, I honestly kind of brought my mental down during that time. I was like, should I continue? I don't want to get my channel taken down, this, that, and the third. But some of y'all who stuck through all of that and has been following the journey since chapter 1, thank you so much. Really do appreciate you. I'm excited. We get the ending of Hiroshima talks. Again, ain't no talking has been done. It's been straight hands. And yeah, we'll see what the rest of the chapters hold. And then, of course, those tier lists for the, I didn't even think about the arcs, but I was just talking more about the characters. But that is very true as well. We could go over all the arcs as well up until this point. So yeah, the arcs and the characters done separately, of course, will come out once we, after this video later in the week and stuff like that. But yeah, that's enough yapping out of me. Again, thank y'all so much. Let's jump right into it. Here we go, y'all. Chapters 121. So yeah, a little character popularity contest. Of course, Chihiro _1 makes sense. Ura _2 is actually pretty interesting. Like, I like Ura a lot, but I didn't think he would be. I didn't think he'd even be top 5, honestly. Sazanami makes sense. Shiba makes sense. Samura, I thought Samura would be a lot higher. Ura _2. Maybe I'm missing something. I like him. He's not a bad character or nothing like that, but I feel like he wasn't even in the story. Like he died. He said he died for a little bit and then came back and stuff. But I mean, like, Azami's not here. Oh, okay. I mean, again, I'm not mad at it. I love all the characters. All right, bet. Right back into the fight. Everything is just getting destroyed. There goes Shiba. There goes the Crown Prince. It worked, so he's regenerating. Okay. Blocks the sword still. Their Samika seems to harness the Data Stinky's power to create an advantageous environment. He's damn near earthbending, I feel like. Golly. For themselves, it heals and nullifies the enemy's sorcery attacks. For the enemy, it dulls their senses. This is beyond problematic. I'll weigh him down with my own body. I'll take you with me to the bottom of the earth. Golly. Levitating again. There goes Shiba. What did he just teleport, though? So heavy, as heavy as that Soga guy. Shiba's sorcery. Again, please explain it. Okay. Idasura, Wicked Trick, enables him to activate a momentary error for himself and whomever he touches, freely manipulating their positional information and physical properties, such as height, weight, and so. Oh, I thought it was just only teleportation this entire time. So he can, what? Physical properties such as height, weight, and so on? He can change someone's height too? I can't get used to handling this weight? That's crazy. Okay. It's beyond the threshold. He's still moving. The prince is mad strong. I'm trying to see what the hell he just did right there. Restraining him with scraps of iron. Okay. Mashiro, you'll die, or he really wants to Magneto shit. I've got Mr. Shiba. He'll teleport me back before I bleed to death. He has a lot of faith in him. That's right here and now. I don't think he's making it out of this stuff. There goes the others. Okay. We finish him. All 3 of them, 3-on-1. What is the prince doing? Oh my god. Bowling balled him. 3 to the body. Not even 3 to the head. 3 to the body. Up till now, the reconstruction of the environment that devastated Japan's strongest warriors was merely the side effect of the Samika wielded by the 6 Mikaboshi Guardians. Its real power is the power to annihilate the enemy, which occurs in tandem with a unique spirit energy reaction. Is that a scorpion? Or is that the centipede? Bro, he obliterated this dude. Oh my gosh. This is the climax? Not him too. Bro, he's like popping him out of space. Mashiro, I knew he was dead. I knew it. Look, he's grabbing for Shiba too. Hero. Oh my gosh. Katana. Is that his dying breath? Wow, in his dying breath he threw it. I didn't intend to use his power today, but you surprised me. Now he cut Shiba too. What the fuck? He grabbed the sword out of thin air. Chapter 121, the Hiroshima talks. I should have just done this last video. My bad, y'all. That was a crazy cliffhanger. He massacred everybody, including Shiba. What the? Oh, look at this boy, bro. He is did him dirty. I figured the reason I got paired up with Shiva was to balance us out because I'm a runt. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Dude, no need to be so formal. My folks kicked me out when I was little. Cool, nice to meet you. The Sorcery Bureau took me in, but they were all about training. I never experienced actual warmth. Everything a kid isn't supposed to do, you taught me. Seriously, dude, take responsibility. If they catch us, you better take the licks with me. Don't worry, dumbass. We'll blow the joint before they catch us, either of us, with my sorcery. So where was I? The reason I'm Shiva's partner, it's obvious. Who else could it be? They were so close too. Rest in peace. I knew he wasn't gonna survive because I didn't see none of these people in the present timeline. But that still sucks and to still help him in his dying breath too. Shiba lost a lot, bro. Him, like a little brother basically, and then of course with Kunishiga, of course Chihiro's father. Golly, bro. He slit my throat. Why? Why am I? Yeah, so he did keep you alive, but like, how can you talk now? Like, what happened? Did he like heal you? Maybe he wanted to kind of keep you as like a message in a sense, like, hey, I'm gonna like let you survive so you can go back and tell your friends. Sumika grants me and my comrades the gift of healing. I've applied that gift to you as a special dispensation, but just enough to avoid a lethal wound. Thanks to the excessive blood loss, you're barely conscious and your strength is utterly exhausted. Don't try to move. Why? He's still moving though. He's still moving. Oh, nah, you're not moving too much though. Man got fucking choke slammed with gravity. Why? Why haven't you killed me too? Your sorcery is quite useful. It's so useful. I didn't know. I thought it was only teleportation. He already can change weight, change height. Like that's so creative. You can do so much things with that if you master it. We need a messenger to relay our demands and tell of our military superiority. I knew it. The Hiroshima talks. Look at the aura. The Hiroshima talks. Nobuharu Homura, Tetsuo Harita, Akira Takamiya, Hiroto Soga, Yoshinojo Sora, and Shuji Mashiro. These 6 men were killed. Togo Shiba, 1 man alone, returned to Japan. Ah, man. Like, the fact that he started off in that chair and ended off in that chair and as if nothing happened, that is real devious. All right, chapter 122, start. Okay, so we got back to father eating the rice ball. Is this really a rice ball? It's so fluffy, good, right? It's all about the precise amount of compression and how the rice harmonizes with the air. The rice balls I make transcend rice balls. Incredible. Subaru Rita, I read your book a long time ago. Oh, so you're a serious student, huh? Serious student, my ass. It was pure garbage, wasn't it? I knew it. I figured guys like you would keep trying and failing until you saw through the lies. Good. You wasted my time. It wasn't a waste. You developed a strong internal logic through the process of unearthing lies. What? The lightweights will read the stuff and give up. That way, only the truly refined swordsmiths endure. I respect. Okay, I see it. I want my money back. Have another rice ball. Oh, fine, we're even now. Just how starved are you? If you practice out in the open, a swordsmith of your caliber will earn high accolades in no time. If you have a reputation, you can charge more. There's no reason to starve to death. That was delicious. Making a living by selling deadly weapons is something I've never been comfortable with. But that's how it should be. We should continually struggle to forge blades to protect people. Being recognized by the state as a living treasure or whatever feels like a blanket approval of this craft. That scares me. Oops, I wasn't talking about you. I just meant for me. Yeah, but if you starve to death, you won't be grappling with anything for long. Cocky punk. I get that. You have a goal, right? Yeah, to forge the greatest sword ever. What do you mean the greatest sword ever? I'm not sure, so I just have to keep forging them. I'm prepared to make thousands. That's going to require money, right? You know, you keep coming right back to the same point, bro. Ooh, March 20th, post-Hiroshima conference. Togo Shiba returned to headquarters with the corpses of the 6th conference. You brought all the corpses back, too. They all got obliterated, not like, oh, they got stabbed, or they not even cut in half. They got blotched out of existence. How is Shiba condition? He took a lot of hits. He suffered more than 20 broken bones as well as internal injuries. Thanks to the sorcery treatments, he can now respond to questions, but he's going to be out of commission for a while. 4 p.m. at the Sorcery Bureau. This is all when they were a lot younger. The Mikoboshi, the clan of sorcerers who once ruled Japan, they were said to have died out eons ago. And now apparently they've been lurking at the bottom of the ocean all this time. Incredible. and their demands. Initially, they stipulated that we surrender all the data senki we extracted from Hiroshima, as well as the three prefectures of Tokyo, Chiba, and Kanagawa. But they appended those demands after the battle. This is the final version. Tokyo never knows peace in any type of manga verse, bro. Like Tokyo, Shibuya, they just be getting cooked. Now onto the main topic. Long ago, so back to them. Okay, long ago, our ancestors were banished by the Soga clan. When our ancestors retreated to that island, they prayed fervently for our clan to be left in peace, but to no avail. Thanks to the Soga princess's prophecies, we were falsely accused of belligerent intentions. They used the gravity of their Kiritsuchi to sink us to the murky depths of the ocean. My theory, and maybe not, maybe it's like a very obvious theory, is that they somehow killed Kunishige's mother, or Chihiro's mother, his future girlfriend, wife, mother of his child. That's probably what happened. I mean, that might be a reason why Akamura is like he just slaughtered them, because he's trying to protect his sister so much. We'll see though. We'll see. The Soga are alive and well to this day. They have a apprentice, don't they? See. Chokoku's ultimate demand was the data senki was mined on Hiroshima and Princess Soga. Yep. Of course, their goal is to exact revenge against the Soga, the system that maintains order among the sorcerers of our nation, is governed by a long history of deep-rooted traditions revolving around the Soga clan. Princess Soga represents the very heart of that system. Losing her will signify the collapse of the regime, so that's their goal. No, Soga must be destroyed, but their blood has value. The princess will bear my child? Yuck! After that, we will slaughter the Soga clan? Golly. Their sorcery lives in their blood, and that sorcery contains their legacy. Their goal is dominion. They want to control everything, not even give y'all a chance to rebel against them in the future. To wield the blood of the Soga and to usurp their power. So now thinking about it, maybe it's not even like they even we'll see though. Maybe it's not even they got their hands on her. It's just the thought of, because Akamura seems like he's very like hell-bent on protecting his sister. If he even hears this, he might be like, yeah, I'm slaughtering them. Like, I'm not even like allowing them to bear her child, or for her to bear their child. No, I'm not even letting that even have a figment of imagination to happen. We'll see though. Wait, how could they know the inner workings of our underworld? They even knew our name for the Dainseki. Apparently, they managed to extract the general gist from some idiot on Hiroshima not associated with the government and the princess. She fell unconscious the moment the conference ended. She's awake now, but after they delivered their final demands, a flood of new visions came to her. That's probably why she lost consciousness. And she's sick in bed. There will be hell on earth. Look at her crying. The government unequivocally rejects their demands. The view is that we cannot accept such violent and incomprehensible behavior. Moreover, the government intends to expand the anti-sorcery strategic force established over the past 2 years. Believing the specifics to us, it's not enough. Hiroto Soga was our strongest warrior, a true singularity. Alone, he could dismantle a powerful dynasty, and we sent 3 other fighters no less capable than him. They were the strongest unit we've ever assembled, and they all got washed. And the enemy prince, or whatever he is, massacred them single-handedly. That's so true. There's a whole fucking city full of these people down there. Maybe not as strong as him, but you get it. No, there's other. It's not just the prince. Isn't there 5 other people? At the end of the fight, he was lounging on his sofa, completely unscathed, and sent back a sole survivor. Plus, they had 5 more warriors of the same caliber. Exactly. This isn't something we can just throw more soldiers at. We have a stockpile of Kaichi. Maybe that. It's finite. The enemy has the exceptional ability to regenerate. If we don't use it at the right moment, it could come to nothing. Hold on. Perhaps our only hope is Flamebone of the Starving. There goes Flamebone. No, we've already reached out to the Kagari clan, but it's not that simple. They haven't had an appropriate master in ages. If it got out of hand, it could relegate the entire continent to a scorched wasteland. That's how strong the Flamebone is. It would have to be something that phenomenal. Otherwise, the battle will produce nothing but more casualties. We know, so they're all just arguing, going back and forth. Here he goes. Shiba, should you be up? The Hasami guy told me I have to get up. My Kohai is turning 18. Forge him a good one, would ya? Damn. Asumi, the force that annihilated Japan's strongest unit in history was the power of the Dainseki. The enemy harnessed the astronomical energy of the Dainseki with their sorcery. We know that. That's all it is. It seems like an insurmountable chasm, but the power of the Dainseki is the enemy's only advantage. What are you trying to say? That our only winning strategy is to utilize the Dainseki? Well, in that case, we've already got our answer. We've been working on it for 2 years and we still haven't cracked it. The enemy doesn't seem concerned either. It may not be physically possible for us to wield that ore. Rokihira, how much did Mr. Hasumi tell you? This is the time. This is the time. Look at all the bodies, the prince and the king. Okay, everything. So you think there's a way? The Enchanted Blade plan, March 21st, midnight start. Woo! This is progressing very, very nicely. Right, March 21st, 3 a.m. They stressing. Meeting of experts regarding the Enchanted Blade plan. In conclusion, based on our analysis, we believe that in theory, the Enchanted Blade proposed by Master Yurita could be realized. It all hinges on the ability to create a vein of ore in the katana. This enables the blade to be charged with spirit energy like a battery, allowing the wielder to command enormous quantities of energy. However, there is one major barrier. The Dainseki is an iron ore. Before it can be forged into a katana, it must first be refined into steel. But the Dainseki is heat reactive. When its temperature is raised beyond 1000 degrees, it amplifies the fire and it triggers an explosion of unfathomable magnitude. No matter how we run the math, people will die. And supposedly, this swordsmith by the name of Kunoshige Rokuhira claims he alone can do this. His explanation is extremely vague, but it's worth a try. Based on what? He was able to infer everything we discovered in our top secret experiments merely by looking at it. He has an unusual eye, which is passed down, right? A guy who works for the Sorcery Bureau brought him here complete unauthorized. You could have tipped him off in advance, but why would we do that? Good question. And this swordsmith, apparently he's very young with minimal qualifications, hardly any track record. We're just going on Master Yurita's recommendation. He's only sold 3 katana, but that's why we're advocating for just one experiment to give him a chance to prove his claims. Just one experiment, assuming be rational. With the Dainseki, a single mishap could spell a tremendous calamity. We have only a tiny amount of men. Oh, that's true. We have a very small resource. And this is the dude from the future, right? That was talking to the people that was putting up the barrier. Didn't he? I think he got cooked. I'm pretty sure. I think everyone got cooked. No, he might have been saved. I think Samura saved him. I'm pretty sure. And you're suggesting that we entrust that asset and the fate of our nation to some 2-bit swordsmith. He saw Mashio's corpse. No wonder he's frantic. We received a response from the Kagari clan. Flamebone of the Starving, the mystical weapon proposed to counter the Mikaboshi, belongs to the Kagari clan of fire sorcerers. Is that her on the left, I think? Is that our girl? To its immense power, very few are able to wield Flamebone. The wife of the patriarch will give birth in 6 months. Apparently, she suffered burns to her stomach due to her pregnancy. Wow. Normally, it's impossible for a member of the Kagari clan to sustain burns based on their physical makeup. This child will be the first Flamebone wielder in 400 years, so well, that's probably her. Okay, this might be like her older siblings or something. We already have a name, Yuki. There she go. 3 months after birth, they can begin test runs, after which various fine-tuning will be required so that Flamebone can be wielded a year from now. In other words, if we wait 1 year, we have a chance at victory. Y'all have a year is the question. It's a much more realistic plan than this Enchanted Blade business. Realistic to wait a year? They'll invade before then? We have to buy time? By doing what? Chapter 123, by giving up Chiaki? Yeah, if they do that, yeah, Akamura, his pathway was set in stone. Chiaki, fold these please. Okay. The previous princess came into the role around the time I was born. Okay, Chiaki. Her dirty sugar folding clothes. Once when I was little, she taught me how to make tea. She was a beautiful woman. The day the power of the prophecy came to me is etched clearly in my memory. For one thing, I'd never seen my mother so frantic, since it was the first time in history it showed up in a minor offshoot of the family, but also it was the last time I touched Kunishige. Damn. They were like this. I was outside that day when I suddenly lost consciousness. Kunishige carried me home. Apparently my mother gave him a good scolding. Kunishige was a part of a gang of neighboring kids I used to play with when I didn't have chores. Shiba Kunishige. So I think that is a zombie. He has the same, they've all have the same haircut. A bunch of dumb kids doing dumb stuff together. You can't play with those kids anymore. Starting today, you represent our system of order. You have a very important job protecting our society. You were chosen by fate. It's a tremendous honor. I get it, bro, but it just sucks they can't have a normal life. Like this? I was hardly allowed outside anymore, and I wasn't allowed to hang out with some nobody guy. Terrible handwriting. Who's calling some nobody guy, Konoshige? I'm laughing. You've got mail. Shh. Back then, I still had vague hopes that somehow one day it was one of my attendants who told on me. Really? Fucking snitch. But I hid them. They were already a minor offshoot of the main family. How many times have I told you how important it is to have impeccable manners? For now, I managed to convince them that some random stranger was sending them without your consent, Chiaki, but it can happen again. Maintaining order requires that all sorcery clans follow unwritten rules. I hate unwritten rules. They're allowed to practice their activities at a certain level, as long as they're discreet and cause no disturbance to the general public. If even one clan violates that understanding and oversteps the limitations, it will be revealed in a prophecy as a disturbance to the nation. If the Soka princess names them, they must answer to the sword of justice. Her prophecies could even determine the survival of the clan. Wow. The Soka princess can't behave like an individual. Any mistrust would cause a whole system to collapse. Don't you ever forget who you are? You're responsible for the course of history. I just hate how she's just yelling. Like she's just like, bro, I'm right next to you, mom. Calm. Like I get you're feeling frantic, this, that, and the third, but chill out, bro. Damn. I understood the logic, but after that incident, I had a vision. If I didn't take my role seriously, this would be the consequence. More than anything, I was terrified of putting Kunishiga in danger. Okay. So they burnt all the letters too. Wow. This is my role to my dying day, at the very least. Staring. This is the past one. If I can protect you. And I think she foresaw all this with Sheba and everything. Damn. March 20th. If only I warned them better, maybe this wouldn't have. We gave them the strongest warning possible. They made their own choices. This isn't your fault. The enemy is demanding my surrender. Golly. That's okay. I like that from the mom though, right there though. Like making her like, trying to help. Like this is, not all on you. That's good. If that means avoiding the worst case scenario, I don't mind. I can't let anymore. Don't be ridiculous. You're the most important. I'm not important. I've forgotten that warmth. The me that is Princess Soga isn't important to me. Oof. March 24th, the Enchanted Blade plan proposed by Shinsaku Hasumi is rejected. The Sorcery Bureau conditionally accepts the Mikaboshi's demands. They agree to surrender Princess Chiaki Soga. Yes, Akamura, this is for sure the foundation. Conditionally, a 1-year truce. She will bear my child. What happened? Well, that's extremely convenient for the Mikaboshi, but she's from a minor branch of the family, and there hasn't been an official announcement, but 6 months ago, a baby girl was born to the Soga clan's direct lineage. Even if Princess Chiaki has a baby, the power of the prophecy will pass to the child descended from the core bloodlines. Oh, so they don't care about her at all. In other words, either way, the Soga clan will retain the power of the prophecy that signifies our system. So it's like they're just kind of tricking them. Like, you can take her, who cares? Or she's not even the main princess. Who cares? Does that make it okay to force Chiaki to bear the child of the Mikaboshi king? I was against it. Wait just 1 minute. What makes you so sure that Chiaki's child will inherit her power? After all, it never showed up in the minor branch before, right? That is very true. Everything's kind of up in the air right now. Never officially. In the Soga clan, the primary bloodline reigns supreme. Many deem it improper for power to be relegated to a minor branch as it is now. Nobody says it out loud, but they've been waiting for this opportunity. Damn. Are you saying this actually suits the Soga clan's agenda? Not to mention the Sorcery Bureau, which benefits from the Soga clan's allegiance. That's why this decision, most importantly, she agreed to it. The Hiroshima incident was extremely upsetting for her. They're taking advantage of her vulnerability. A year from now, if we can command Flamebone, our chances improve dramatically. But if they invade us now, all is lost. Compared to the hopeless situation we're in now, we have no other choice. And my mother, I want to see you again. Woo! That's a face of a man who has nothing to lose. He's gonna make that shit work in like 3 months, probably. All right, chapter 124. There goes Akamura. Akamura, what's the matter? Did the big boys pick on you again? Is this a bump on your head? Fight back, you're a boy. Akamura's not a fighter. He's too sweet. But it's not fair, right? Leave it to your big sister. I'll handle them. Wipe your nose. You, just be you. This is for you. No thanks. Big sis will protect you. Chapter 124, Powerless. Bro, this is the way this is coming together. What's that? Mr. Giyu kicked it, apparently. He kicked it. Apparently he saw Master Oroto's corpse. After the death of Hiroto Soga, the previous chief of the Soga clan, the role passed to his younger brother, Giyu Soga. He kicked a tree and it turned out like that? He was skilled. He was as skilled as Yoshinojo, the Soga's second in command. So he was like the third one, okay. But he was not selected to go to Hiroshima in consideration of his future. So they wanted to have someone to be able to take the mantle just in case. Okay. I'll surpass my older brother. Soon, Kirisochi will dwell within my body too. I will be my brother's replacement. As chief of the Soga clan, he strongly supported handing Chiaki over to the Mikaboshi. Of course he does. Go and kill him? Mother, what are you? In just a few days, Chiaki will never mind. Just kill the chief. That's beyond my capabilities. I will restore the Soga clan. I pay homage to Princess Chiaki. She's protecting this country with her courage. Ooh, Akamura. Ooh. He might kill her. Wait, was that the person she was talking to? No. Akamura wasn't even in the room. But he heard it loud and clear though. Akamura is understandable. His older sister will be handed over to the enemy merely to buy time. However, leave your katana. Akamura, he gonna, and they already said he's the strongest one. Well, maybe not the strongest one, but he's like, he could be like a captain already or some shit. The only thing that's keeping him back is his age. Your sister has volunteered to take on an important duty to protect this country. Do not undermine that resolve. Master Akamura, if you make a scene, we will have to use force to contain you. Hey, ooh, oh my gosh, like a rabid dog, blitz through them. Master Hiroto would have chosen differently. Ooh, yes, he would have fought and died. If you don't like it, go kill the Mikaboshi, and that's exactly what he fucking did. Akamura, big sis, what are you doing? Was Akamura always that fast? True, Master Akamura possesses outstanding talent. He got so good he was hardly recognizable. At the tender age of 16, I did anticipate he might equal them one day, the top 3. But now, for a split second, almost mistaken him for Hiroto. Wow. All due to his obsession with his sister. Got a little sister complex. Probably goes deeper than that, though, obviously. How far will this propel Master Akamura? Why did you stop me? You'll be an amazing sword fighter one day. Don't waste your future like this. But those guys, I know, by sacrificing me, we can protect everyone. That's just how it is. I'll protect everyone and you. I want to protect you. Woo! I'm not okay with that. Things haven't changed one bit. Even though I took up the sword to protect you, it's understandable. You can boast of your ability to forge swords, but your true talent lies in your powers of observation. You claim you can prevent the Denseki from exploding, but the truth is it's a gamble. You'd still be risking your life. The scientific rationale is dubious. Nobody's ever heard of you. There's no wonder they refused. On the other hand, the alternative is garbage, which is, Chiaki, which he's not going for. Right? That's why I'm ready to force this and prove it to them. Sorcery Bureau, they demand that we hand over Princess Chiaki and the Denseki. If we fail to comply with both demands, there's no deal. And have them send it to the Sorcery Bureau. The research is over. March 26th, the 36 kilograms of the Denseki stored in the lab underground facility was stolen. Probably due to Shiba. Okay. All the alarms have been shut down, but it's only a matter of time before they find out. I can't believe I'm disobeying the higher-ups. God, I'm starting to act like you. I'll answer for this. Now get going. Shinsaku Hasumi, the director of the research facility, was accused of being the mastermind behind the string of incidents. 10 days later, he resigned. At least they didn't kill him or nothing. You sure about this, huh? You can't use this place without me? Yes, but it doesn't matter if I make a bunch of enemies. You're a national treasure. You sure you want to go up against the government? Cut the crap. This is for the woman you love, right? Yeah. March 27th, just before daybreak, the forge was lit with flames. Akamura, bro, I get it, bro. I'm not saying I co-signed the genocide and the massacre of those people, like the innocent ones and stuff like that. But again, like the best villain stories or like origin stories is like when you can get where they're coming from. It's not black and white. It's very much a gray area. And that's what makes a good villain / antagonist. And this is a very good setup. Like kind of always feeling inferior to his sister in a sense, like never being able to fully protect her. And and her to kind of make this ultimate sacrifice, and everybody's kind of moving to kind of stop this from happening. Akamura, Kunishige, damn, even Hasumi putting his job on the line. Okay. All right, y'all. Chapter 125. Okay. The Mikaboshi have a tremendous life force. Look at that severed head. Oh my gosh. However, I don't see how that could let them adapt to the immense power of the Daidenseki. Our ancestors prayed fervently. When the Mikaboshi speak of prayer, damn, they all have holes through them too. And all of these texts, from what I glean, in order to possess the power of the Daidenseki, the Mikaboshi paid an immense human toll, so a lot of sacrifices. Anything we have that's written could be misinformation relayed by the Soga clan. The truth is unclear, but you've seen it yourselves. The fate that awaits those who channel spirit energy into the Daidenseki is our god. It's undeniable. Originally, the Daidenseki was something humans were never meant to touch. Forbidden fruit. Chapter 125, smelting. So how did he do it? Kadara smelting is a technique that produces tamahagane, an extremely high quality steel with very few impurities. It's the raw material used to make Japanese katana. The supple strength of the tamahagane derives from its semi-fusion state, in which the carbon isn't evenly melted throughout the material. This delicate irregularity is impossible to reproduce even with the most cutting-edge smelting technology. For 3 days and nights, the artisans manually feed iron sand and charcoal into a clay furnace while aerating it with a bellows. Only this ancient method can produce tamahagane. Okay, March 27th, noon. 7 hours after beginning the bellowing process, who's coming? Mr. Joji? Stop at once. Even if Mr. Asumi is willing to overlook this, I won't stand for it. You're that guy from the other day. How did you find this place? Yurita Sensei, I suspected you were involved. I asked around and the trail of information led me here. I'm in a leadership role at the lab, so I had a bit of a head start, but you'll have more visitors from HQ any minute now. They won't be as patient as me. Stop while you still can. Where's the Daidenseki? We pulverized it, huh? Kadara is the first step in forging. Traditionally, we use coal and iron sand. However, to use iron ore, you have to start by crushing into fine particles like sand. But why? Why are there so many? I thought I was tripping for a second. What's going on? At Sushi Subaru, there's a legend that the master chef makes sushi, takes orders, washes dishes, and does deliveries all at the same time. The answer is simple. My sorcery is multiplication. That would be so useful in real life. That might be the most practical one. Imagine being able to work like mad jobs or just run a business by yourself, do the packaging, do the deliveries, running a restaurant like he is. I'd be so doing your homework, going to school. Damn. I could meet me recording these videos and one of them editing, one of them streaming. Damn. My sorcery is multiplication. The Tadara process requires many hands. I'm uniquely suited to the job. Mr. Joji, yes, I get it. This is a crazy stunt to save Princess Chiaki, but you know very well that Princess Chiaki's prophecy also touched on the Enchanted Blade plan. She warned that smelting the Daidenseki was dangerous. She saw a colossal accident. I wonder what she really saw, because maybe, I don't know, that doesn't happen. When the explosion reaches the city, at this rate, you're heading down the path the prophecy warned against. This is exactly what Princess Chiaki didn't want. I get how you feel, but Mr. Asumi too, but it won't reach the city. He says it so matter-of-factly too. The point of the prophecies is that the people can make choices to preempt them, right? That's why you need to stop. We'll just adapt our approach. We aren't smelting Daidenseki by itself. We're mixing it with approximately 10 times as much pebbled magnetite in the furnace. Pebbled what? Like steel lumps? Pebbled magnetite is an iron ore that has a good yield, and it's way easier to smelt than iron sand. We're infusing the Daidenseki into a large quantity of pebbled magnetite. With the Daidenseki produce the fine grains that aren't densely clustered together, the effect of each individual particle is weakened. Okay, if there's an explosion, the force will dissipate. The shock waves won't exceed a raise of 200 to 300 meters. Smelting site. Only we would die. Okay, so it's like we're taking the brunt of that. Okay. Apparently, his eyes are covered by a special membrane. Because swordsmiths are constantly staring into hot flames with their naked eyes, may lose their eyesight. His eyes regenerate. Whoa. They get burned by the heat and then they heal as the process repeats. His eyesight gets stronger, much like how muscles grow stronger through the process of damaging and healing the muscle fibers. Interesting. I wonder where he gets this. Is that his sorcery? I guess. Maybe it's just passed down through because again, Chihiro has a similar, like a stronger shit. And his helps his in that and in battle as well. So his eyes get better the more he looks at the fire. Yeah, he was born to forge katana. Yeah, but still, that doesn't change the fact that this is dangerous. When you heat the Densenki, its particles get more and more active as the temperature rises. At around 1000 degrees, it reaches its limit and explodes. But if we vary the rate by which we raise the temperature, we can throw off the particle's rhythm. By raising the temperature slowly while suppressing the activity of the particles, it should be possible to reach the iron ore's fusion temperature without triggering an explosion. With Tadara smelting, it's possible. Wait, are you seriously convinced by this half-baked reasoning? Not really. I'm convinced by his talent. It's not merely his God-given gifts, he can actually see the particles themselves. It's the fruit of many long hours sitting in front of those flames. Let's see what you can do. Woo! Super a real one. He's gonna get rated very highly on Materialist. The practice of Tadara predates thermometers as they work with the materials. The artisans are attuned to the fluctuations in the color and shape of the flames, the sound of the fire, the smells, the heat. They adapt the force of the bellows and the quantity and timing of the coal and iron sand supply. Through precise observation, the temperature of the furnace is already over 1200. It's not blowing up yet. It's over 1000. It hasn't exploded. Yup. It could explode at any moment. Everything's running on Rokuhiro's talent. If you're concerned for your life, you should go. He's too enthralled. We're not working with fancy smelting theory and formulas. We're going on experience, feel, and our five senses. Man versus materials. Woo! This art is so beautiful. There's the first Noro. Noro is the slag of impurities expelled from the steel during smelting. It's evidence that the steel is purifying. This is just the beginning. Now we tame the gods. What the fuck? And look at all the different Subaru. That's hilarious. Bro, this is so peak. It's so good. I'm not ready to catch up low key because once I catch up, I wait like you guys. All right, chapter 126, Fire. Okay. I inherited these eyes, thank you, from my dad. My dad was a swordsmith too. My eyes are a little redder than his. My dad was proud of that. You're even better suited to the fire than me. You're gonna make a great blacksmith. Damn, people are throwing the shit at him. But when he got drunk, he would beat me and my mom. Okay. Changed very fast. Went from, okay, you might be a good little dad, to this man's a dickhead. I hate domestic abuse. Oh my gosh, bro. Look at mom. Kunishige, don't be like that when you grow up. That's why. When we heard dad's dead body was found at the forge, because of a fight he got in with a customer, my mom looked relieved. Wow. Happy 9th birthday. I was so focused on that I hardly remember how I felt about my dad's death, except I'm so sorry of all the days. It's not your fault, Mom. That day I decided to do what my dad failed to do. Mom, I'm gonna protect you. I'll always be there for you. My dad was gone, but he left behind enough money to get by and a big wound in my mom's heart. My mom couldn't work anymore. Plus, thanks to my dad's beatings, she was blind in one eye and almost blind in the other. So we had to rely on the money dad left behind to live. I'm so sick of this. I've had it, Mom, and she was doing the same shit to you because you look just like him probably. Mom, stop, knock it off. Don't look at me like that. Oh, Mom, you're hurting. Mom, please. He had a terrible fucking upbringing. Oh my gosh. She was clawing his eyes out damn near. Oh no. I'm sorry. From the note she left. Did she drown herself? I guess the more I started to look like my dad, the harder it was for her to love me. Exactly. 3 years passed. I was 12 that summer. God damn, bro. Just so quick. Like this terrible fucking upbringing. Nasty ass backstory. Most of the kids my age went to school, but the gang I met after I lost Mom were like me. They all had stories of their own. Okay. At first, they were nothing to me. I waited to pretend I wasn't alone. But after 3 years, I realized I didn't want anything to hurt them. In other words, they mattered to me, his new family. Look at the place he's living at, bro. And that scared me, which is I feel him because like I like things like that when it comes to like these kind of characters because everything like patches together, right? It all leads to something. Like, and of course, like in real life, like if you're hurt in the past, especially by people who are mean a lot to like your mom, by your dad, by your siblings, by like a best friend, a significant other, that sticks with you. So it's gonna hurt for you to like learn how to like love again and to have friends again and to kind of have that, that family type of feeling because you're scared of losing them, all the same. I worried the same thing would happen. I'll always be there for you, and she turned on you too. She had been better off without me. God, don't think that though. A blackout, huh? Oh, there you are. Thank goodness. She was so caring. And this is kind of cool because like Chihiro has the same caring factor his mom does. Can I come up? I guess so. I mean, you can't stay out there in the rain. Yeah, I've never been to your place. Everyone's been worried about you. You just disappeared all of a sudden for 2 weeks. Damn. Someone said they saw him buying stuff. Maybe he just needs some time alone. Maybe we should give him space. Everyone's been making a fuss. We didn't know what to do, but I knew you were alone in here. I couldn't help imagining the worst. I couldn't just not do anything. Chihiro. But now at the last minute, I lost my nerve and stood there for 2 hours. Maybe he just wants to be alone. Maybe we should. He should. Damn, in the rain. Probably gonna get a cold. What's this? It looks like the classic summer lineup. Got watermelon. Are those firecrackers? I like the little sparklers. Yeah, colorful fireworks. Okay. Right. It's not the kind of weather anymore, but I'm so glad you're okay. Damn. I'm gonna both bless him. Oh, they use the stove to do it. There it goes. Sorry. Oh no, she's cooking. Okay, never mind. I'm tripping. She's cooking. I didn't know if it really was okay for everyone to have a guy like me around. Huh? I want you around. Have you been eating? Just cup noodles and that's really it. Yeah, but not home cooked meals like this. Just eating it. Oh, if you don't like it, I've been practicing a bunch of other recipes too. Is it okay if I come back and cook again? What's the matter? Woo! It's delicious. Wow. Damn, no. Why couldn't they had a happy ending? Hey, that rain stopped. Hurry before it starts back up again. This is cute. I like this a lot. A calm before the storm, am I right? I appreciate this though, for sure. Like, at least there's just some type of, this is beautiful. There's some type of, I guess, peace, right? Some happiness before the bullshit. All right, the last chapter, y'all. We have finally caught up. Chapter 127. They're doing the fireworks. Who the hell is that? Does he have a sword? The man came out of nowhere, howling and waving a sword. Sheba came running and beat himself. Damn, Sheba, was he just lurking? He said he just happened to be in the neighborhood, but I doubt he probably was just following. Sheba is such a real one. The man had been screaming. This is Yamaroku. This is Yamaroku Isa's house, right? I know you're loaded. You're that bastard son. Damn. You see how everything is about, I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm looking too into it, but everything kind of feels like it's like a father / like a parent oriented thing or issue for all the characters in the show. Like it's like a father or a grandparent, like even for, what was her name? Damn, I already forgot her name. I'm bad with names, y'all. But y'all know the girl that had like the light colored hair. She had like the long blade that was too big for her. Even her, like she had the grandfather that treated her a certain way and then he left to go like into the woods or whatever. And then she kind of turned out a certain way because of him. Like, again, that's a natural thing. Like with parents, like they of course sculpt, or grandparents too, whatever. Like whoever your guardian is, they sculpt you and they make your life experiences so you turn out a certain way when you get older. But like this feels like it's such like a focal point of the story. Where the hell did this guy come from? What a nut job. Well, he was right about one thing. I did have money. My dad left me behind a decent amount, plenty for me to live on. Hey, Chiaki, are you okay? I think so. You're bleeding. It's just a small cut. And yes, I knew who Yamaroku Isa was. You're gonna make a great blacksmith. The only part of my dad I ever admired, it was his blacksmith name. Okay. Even without checking the inscription, I knew instantly it was one of my dad's katana. Damn. Okay, the guy was a customer. My dad sold a katana like that to all kinds of scum. Looking back, the quality was nothing special, which is why he's so like hell-bent on like, yes, I want to make katana. I want to make the best one ever, but I don't want to just let anyone have them, And it still kind of ended up that way. Damn. I was living and growing on that money. It's okay. I'm fine. Chapter 127, Smelting Part 2. Every chemical reaction in the forge is visible in the flames. By their form and color, the blacksmith judges when to add iron, sand, or coal, how much, and when to use the bellows. Okuhiro, you okay? Yeah. March 28th, 7:20 p.m. 38 hours since the start of the battle. So like a day and 14. Working with the Data Senki, the slightest error in judgment would be lethal. So far, so good. That's some insane focus, but the critical part is yet to come. The furnace temperature is close to 1400 degrees. It's time to start the Kudari phase. Okay, Kudari, the end game of the Tadara smelting process. To grow the lump of steel forming in the furnace, the smelter adds iron ore while increasing aeration with the bellows. As greater amounts of Data Senki are exposed to the fire for the next few hours, the reactions within the furnace will reach their peak. Including setup, he's been at it for nearly 2 days straight without sleep. He's got to be on the brink of collapse. What he has to do doesn't change. It's just more intense. He can't afford to overlook the slightest flicker. Chiaki, my life finally gains meaning when I risk it for you. Oh my God, that's real love, y'all. You feel it? I know you feel it. I know you feel it. What's that big ass explosion? They're here now of all time. Okay, the sword. Okay. Azumi held them off longer than I expected. We should be grateful she was going to protect them. What a disaster. If they start battling now, it will break his concentration. That will only increase the risk of failure. You're really on our side now, huh? I'll convince them. Clearly he's come this far. The Sorcery Bureau will have to see. Unfortunately, they've already decided to hand over the princess. As far as the Sorcery Bureau is concerned, avoiding a disastrous accident is all that matters now. So there are two options. Pray for Okihira's success or put out the fire and end the smelting process. Any sane person would choose the latter. He's not sane though. There goes Shiba. Oh, who's that? You knew we were coming, so you chose a wide open space with no obstacles, right? Clever. Unfortunately, the rain hides our presence too. Oh, are these the people? I forgot, again, bad with names, but the people who leave, like they work with Sama because they leave no, what is it, like sound or scent or whatever, nothing. They just bypassed him immediately. I heard they were the masters of stealth, but they use sorcery to treat the wounds you sustained on Hiroshima. I've suspended the effects. Once again, you're battered and bleeding from head to toe. I'm afraid I must disable you to carry out my mission. This Rokihiro guy you're supporting, I looked into his family background. He's trash. We can't place the fate of the nation on his shoulders. These pipes are called Kiro. They feed the air into the furnace, keeping the fire alive. They're the lifeline of the Tadara. Time to begin, and she just teleports. Woo! They're both in here. The Masumi. There we go. The Masumi. There you go, Subaru though. They both backed up. He's fast. Rokihira, don't look away. The fire isn't going out. Ooh! Hell yeah. I forget that like he's a phenomenal swordsmith, but he becomes one of the sword bearers. So he has that technique, and he has very good sorcery too as well. No! Don't show me that, man. I hate being caught up a little bit. I love binging. I love binging this series, but with that, y'all, yes, we are finally caught up. That is the final chapter, chapter 127. What a journey, what a ride. Of course, we're not ending, like we're still waiting for the weekly chapters and stuff like that. But let me know about that as well, because I don't know nothing. Does it come out? I'm assuming it comes out on Sundays, Saturdays, Sundays. Let me know when it comes out. I'm gonna try to stay up to date as well when it comes to like any hiatuses and things like that, and more things that are going on. But yeah, this has been a blast. Again, I haven't read them. This is like my first manga in a very long time. I used to read a lot. I used to read like One Punch Man, Sakamoto Days, some stuff that's like not necessarily like battle shown. I used to read like Aoashi, which is like another like soccer football anime, Blue Lock. I was reading quite a bit. But I don't know. I kind of just fell off it for a little bit. Want to kind of come back into the fray, use this as like an excuse / like a kind of, for content and for my personal like enjoyment, right? And it's been nothing but success and just like this fun, bro. I love getting to a new story, a new verse, new characters. Y'all support, y'all letting me know if I missed anything, clarifying things for me, correcting me when I'm wrong, without like making me feel stupid. Greatly, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you've been here since the beginning, since chapter 1, thank you too. Again, like knock on wood. Hopefully we don't have to deal with that anymore when it comes to the copyright and stuff like that. I'm even kind of aware of chapter 127 because it just came out, I'm pretty sure, for 127. So if we see like the opacity kind of a lot lower on that, that's the reason why compared to the other chapters, because this is pretty recent. But yeah, thank you guys. Again, when it comes to the tier list, very soon. I think we'll do I don't know. Y'all let me know. Do you want me to do the characters first, or do you want me to do the arcs first? I'll let y'all decide, and then we'll do the other one soon after. But yes, looking forward to that. And if you stayed this long as well, let me know what manga to someone do next, right? Because now that we're caught up with this, I still will be doing this weekly, as of course as when they come out. But I still want to kind of do like the whole like manga Mondays, kind of keep that going. As y'all know, some of y'all may know, I do Monsters We Make, which is Corey Kenshin's manga that he's been put out, but it's kind of been some time since the last volume. And we even got a shout out by Corey and stuff like that too. So you got a shout out to Corey, but I'm kind of looking for some new things to do. I know, so I forgot what it was. Hold on, give me a second. All right, I'm back. I didn't want to get this wrong. Okay, so there's a manga called Chojin X, which is by the same people that made Tokyo Ghoul. I've already read Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Re, loved it. Fantastic. If you haven't read it, go read those two, right? But it's called Chojin X, Choujin X. It's like the letter. And I was recommended by some of my homies. Nothing. I don't know if it's comparable to this, but like they just said it was a good manga. I think that I don't know if that one is. I think that one's already finished. I'm pretty sure that one's already finished. But if you know anything about that, if you can recommend, if you like, not recommend, but if you could, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess recommend. Like if you can like attest to like that's a good manga, I should check that out next. If you want to see that, let me know. Anything else that you think I might be interested in, whether it's like ongoing or whatever, let me know down below as well. But yeah, that's enough yapping out of me. I know this is gonna be a long ass fucking video. But at least the next one will be definitely a lot shorter because there'll be no more batches. Just be one chapter. Damn, one chapter, but it don't even sound right. But yeah. Love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support, the likes, the subs, the comments, hyping the video. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all for those tier lists. Peace.